You end up with what? You end up with what?
This franchise.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, order.
We know this contractor.
Sabi impreduasa. Watcha control moye buanichi. Na wafang wasu asanche ho.
Say never man asleep them. And never man patriot them.
Na obi a wa control mo na sabi ye di wa gina himfia ye toto wanu na oposa ontohwe.
Na oposa ire.
I just say why ready say ufiri wa awunya fofura be. So no
Festival Kofi Akpalu. Is opposition here then?
Me this okay say LPG no majiso.
Enya jiso. Me say opposition or party no say here.
Oh sir, me I funded the party until me that's all.
So you are leader and founder na?
Yeah, I'm the founder of the party.
You are the founder of the party. Yes. And aspiring flag bearer.
You go Congress into your Korea and na you be name no.
Now organizer do no party for the way they organize they need the idea. Oh founders somewhere 28,000 say 2,000. Is there ever one day?
Faka on 30,000. Nanao. So on what me mobilize 28. Now me mobilize 2,000.
Can be any mummy the party will be any day.
Na party so bebre so de omo there ba. Say na dey amaka ba no so dey GCPP for bay. Into ni membership. Say kra me nim do your party ne do. Because phone calls amenya no. Nipa eba no.
Nana adi me tell ni say. And unim member if you come say bam chika mobile. I don't know what happened in Volta region for some reason. People are calling me from home. They are calling me from home. They calling from where what is happening?
Own to Chrome Casa and you almost from everywhere.
That be some from Cabro from Kachi. And now my team Chrome Casa. I'm going first person. I'm team Chrome Casa.
How have you?
What's one have you?
Anyway, LPG. LPG.
Osome ha na masome ha na ye de Ghana konkwa
Madam Asemo Sorenko.
So programs bi o ya do baby ana say me dey no confirm kakra baby jiri say o program because of we almost handle anything almost all the time no e look fresh but ya na mo family brand so mo family brand na tie sempa no
ade tira o na family brand
I say we na make us sempa no be tie so che no be na ye tie me na me crap platform no so that e mo dey buy e be ma mo program no akona o dey up check listenership no obehu say the America na enye asenke
the platform apraman ani apani pompa yiso the platform the cardinal nana yaukese sonsontwe sontwi asonsentwe ani nsentwitwi a ekọ batakọ braman esinukoso ato apetia mantemfi asansa krokotiako the platform sunie asisi nkonnwa asisi adwa ama trankonnwa trenufo bra nana yaukese the cardinal tiadwamu ewo peace 104.3 FM so the platform odoso puo ha ade doso ensempudio mu amanyosam abrabom nsam asetrem nsam ani amansa hodo so nsam ani se hodo bi ade a ani ne hia na ya kase the cardinal woni na pamfo our the platform dwumadie so wo peace 104.3 FM adwada ni ukwada nwumre biada efri no nwotwekopim nondu the platform wo peace FM ensam wo asisie de aba de akro ani de yatia ni de yehunu ni nyina ne ne wudi na apreto ani ne sombi na yensiai na banu so a emia the platform chire wadwene bi Ghana ya my Ghana.
ma penyi na wa manodo eya sase batana empe oku eji ahobu eni eni bebi asia sunbiye inti asemena use yasum gane iye anya sapa dati chirima eba bebo yemfo inia susu brebe baby wabwa kana agana beyo beyo nwaro susu brebe baby wabwa kana agana beyo beyo nwaro
Awuzafoɔ ma mo nyinaa Jo Sabre Obade Adaroma na ngotwe apanwosima aduasa miensa peace 104.3 FM suni sene adwada ne ukuada bia na ngotwe kase bono kɔ na wie ya yetrase na yede the platform dwumadi ebre wɔ ne so Yami adrom na ngotwe apamu na kase bono kɔ na wie de mene mabadwafo atrase eba bedwendwen oman Ghana ehun dwumadi e na ye frɛ no the platform ukuada ene dwada bia na ngotwe kase bono kɔ na wie ya ene yede brɛ Isaac Odro Patricia Sefa Fisher Emmanuel Etiemo Prince Bafo Asamoah Samuel Apia Elizabeth Ejin omo ene hyehye ene madi ho chiame ya frame nana ya okese obetimi aframe the cardinal enwumre mamu nyina adwo e mama kwaba enwumre ya tenase ya asem ye tie na num ho ena emrahye bedwafo nwotwe eka wo ho bo mu se suban bi eba na yesese ukọ na se uniba wosana sabone a ka kire ne se hey bru asa wo se enyo enkasa titibigo mu ne enko na wa hwe abokọ akosa sabone na odwum de gu animu ase aduane a wa meto e wo maame bochi aso no uchi wachi wade enti nipakuo bi asore so omo de omo ye mema na akono a ewo omo mu pa no eyese omo ne omo yonko mema ebegoro wo ho adapa ebe mususu omo ye ma omo so akono pa ewo omo mu ne se omo benya omo nse so ma na omo ne omo akompam akwakodi agrot se de nko omo ne mema ebe di agrot ne se da bi eye musuo Ghana ha se di echi eti mrahye bedwafo nwotwe trase eye mra na omo susu bibi ho de kokoto parliament anim se nkebe ya yenhwe sa asemu yi na yenka ho asem se yegitumu a abeye mra e de amoman no se yen yamane yamamre yesom ene ye bibia echi saade ne nti yen sososo ena eho asem abana yeka afidi e ba ya nimdifo du nwotwe bi susu asore se emra adwembone ta chire se we die wo mu hu bi da na shebedwafo nwotwe omode sa asem iba yi eye Samuel Nati George oye ningo pram emra shebedwani Honorable Dela Adwoasoa ono eye Pando emra shebedwani Emmanuel Bejra eye Ho West John Intim Fojwo Asen South Al Hassan Saibu Suhini ono eye Tamale North Honorable Retana Odole Soa ono eye MP La Dadekotopon Helen Adwantoso Cratch West ena Roxen Nelson Dafwa Makpo ono eye South Dai omo nwotwi ena ede emrano ekoye se yenhwemu a enho asmaba na omo ese omo tamra na chini se yenye mrano enye eye mra papa yenye se be ya ebetumi abo yamamre ne yamane eho ban ana nidifo du nwotwe ni nipa bi adwen se wonom so sese da bi se wo ye sa mra no a na kire se nipa kuma bi a wo man mu a omo so ye omade se ne omo pe broni beka se small minority groups no ye ka wo mo ahye wa bra 1992 Constitution Articles 11, 18. Omo bobi kan ho. Na nhyɛ da nyama asɛm ma nhyɛ da mfa ntumi trim sa. Ade American dey bibi na me ha me hodi ne nyina tumi trim. Eti ye omo asɛm nyina ne sɛ yen meka yen meka ho meka yen ya se bill no yenye no ho. Yen ya pre bill no so no. Ye ni akoma na afa ye ni abotra ye de tie afoforo a e wa adwen foforo nso asem yenye tolerant enough. Asem no nie anwumre ya me papa Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opune Frimpong where sofo papa president sofo de onim se where sofo a owa ho hyeso e wo buo won teteye where executive director Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa and was sign kira de e wo Kwame Nkrumah suapon kasiye mu ye hwe nim se Sheikh Arimiya Shaibu ono ye kasamafo Emma Omeke Mupanin National Chief Imam ne kasamafo Sheikh Arimiya Shaibu ye hwe nim se Sheikh be ba be ken ho Charles Owusu ono de me nua no ono so baby odwan gina na ne ba gina ho enti obetrase anwumre na yabo enkomo asem a omo ede abai na ya ba betwetwe ho nkomo na ya hwese bibia kama na eti senam di ka kan no Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opune Frimpong ewa ha Charles Owusu enso so ewo fie ha na ye hwe nim se Sheikh Arimiya ebe ba be kan ho na ye de enkomo ni nyina ato aso na bibia aye kama change will come
definitely change will come
na to say
onyameti ase oba de ada roma adipa san achin de na adipa san ebie mu de na onyame nko na de ase da be ma no onse me kana me sense su biem onse adechie ne adesan mu nwa bade nya nipa nyina na enya no easy eno so na nchen no ade bi a yemfa sika nto bia na ntimi fa sika mo ho ban nti enkwa wo yi yemfa sika ne to ntimi fa sika mo ho ban yemfa japade bia mo ho ban ye de otesoro na ne hu na ne tumi buru tumi nyina so no na daroma eno wa hwe yen so boy ho ban ama adepa achen ama adepa foforo asan eden asan ebiem tinana ubisa me am bo ne tofa de a twedi ampon asadanka ne din
weekend na me ne magunu bi wo asori bi so ekoka sai cause say be ade na duru no o transese wo tran comfort zone na de nyame de adom wo so ankwa abonten ankoka bia ama Anthony Pakuoti ma be ha adwene eti me ne om kasa na om si o ebisa om so om hu nyankopon sesen ba ko kan sem bi etomitim pa o si nyankopon ye de otesoro obi hu na pampam o se de otesoro ho na obi hu na pampam no
na me so version ye otesoro obi ntene so otesoro but obi ntene so enti ono baby oteno obi en hot otra no na mami sisilama fo bo nyu bi na ebe de o kan sem bi o se ono na botrapo o ye onyame a o botrapo enti yede ship okra kwa ye ntimi nu ba bia no ono awurade de ni tumi enti no otimi botrapo
te se de oba atragata no
I see za papa ne ye kana sem
you
odi size na ade ba ko wo say it's whether you like it or yes hey so wujidi o wunyini o onyame en se san bia no bit ma sesa ne nyame
enya wujidi ana wujidi enya ne hwe
ana bit ma sesa ne nyame a oye
enya ne hwe
ana nyesa wunyini ana bit sesa nyame a oye
nyame su
so whether you believe it or yes onyame de o da so aye nyame
okay
en fa hono de wasua gu utim wadwe na yesi wasua bibi onyame nyame
ai papa erade asum dwenga
na ya enka wonso
papa na mbacho ho te sei
Ebenezer baby erade aboa e dia bedreni
ehu ache
nyame ti ase
ebeye na ansani ya ba shem komo na sekra na papa kata bia PCCA Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection omo na de aba na also the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has taken with great concern media reports of a social studies teacher of Kulpi Junior High School in the East Gonja municipality of the Savannah region for allegedly sodomizing 19 boys. The ministry, on behalf of the good people of Ghana, strongly condemned this cruel act of the teacher named Nantoma Musa Otabel. This barbaric act must not continue in this 21st century, where we are all aiming at eliminating sexual abuse and domestic violence in the country. We condemn the boldness of all affected voices in reporting the alleged abuse. It is, however, good to note that the perpetrator has been charged and remanded for defiling and having a natural carnal knowledge of the peoples. We, as a ministry, tasked with the promotion and protection of children, has instituted community dialogue series on issues of sexual abuse, domestic violence, human trafficking, and other related issues in this country. Its essence is to educate and increase awareness of on the prevention and implications of sexual abuse and its related issues, as well as the need to report such cases to the appropriate authorities. As a ministry, we liaison with the Guidance and Counseling Unit of the Ghana Education Service, the District Social Welfare Officers, and the Ghana Police Service to provide counseling services to the affected peoples during all the processes. Since the police have taken over the issue, we pray that justice is served to deter others from perpetuating this act in the near future. The general public can reach the ministry's hotline or toll-free line on 0800 800 800 or 0800 900 900 for complaints and inquiries. Also, issues of sexual and gender-based violence can be reported to the domestic violence call center via toll-free number 0800 111 222. Finally, we entreat all citizens to be vigilant and continue to report unscrupulous individuals engaged in this unlawful act. Thank you. Issued by the Public Affairs Unit, Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. Ye kukurumpuni na ye beswa. You. Charles Way. Sorry. You. Papa, wait there. Enyumre ye frɛ wa bɔkɔ sɛnea American aka no. Nanse abeli ho asɛm ba ye. Eja Kristo som ahodoɔ ni nyinaa a wodi animu bi. Mo aka ho bi de krata akɔ akɔma mra hye bedwafoɔ sɛ emra no nyɛ sɛ yɛ ta akyire. Ye gyinanim ɛna mra no ba. Na yɛ sɛ gyina nkyɛnkyɛn bɔ ho ban sɛ de kan na pamadaka no ba yɛ bɔ ho ban no. Islam for a supporto nananom bibi somfo so kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo so supporto bill any ade enim de fodu ngotwe bi asɔre ɛna ɔmo de krata akɔda parliament sɛ saa mra emra fun sɛ ɔmo hwɛ na ɔmo asoso so emra etia adasafa hodie sɛbe ɛyɛ bagim bremra ɛna ɔmo ahyehyɛ ntima yɛ nsoso so papa wo yɛ sɔfo o tete mabunu o kyerɛ mabunu ade o tie saa sɛ mo sɛ wo nuanom bi animdefo kyerɛkyerɛfo te sɛ waa adi sakrata wa komra hye bedwam net osan
nana ma yeni kan na wase na yenchia unuanom a ono mo ye adwuma ni titru platform etiefo nyina nso na yenka sɛ titru Speaker of Parliament MPs anyone a sponsor bill no won hwɛ wɔn animu tin obroni beka sɛ they should stay focused edin a wabobɔ yi bia wɔn ma obi adin ehunahuna wɔn ma obi position title bia they should not be intimidated by personalities titles. If anything at all, the call for retraction say no Parliament must ignore those people na yenye Ghana for ehwehwe nienti ameka sa ne say eye nipa bi se ne obobo omudin no na sponsor bill na mom bill no enye wo mo asem efribra ache yewura Professor Mills, also no a lawyer, no a university professor nibi. No kind so no dear, sad dear way dempo, say combe kuye kra no biso no kwano betuma hwea. On fast dear way me frya brabum. But why nyamre bi anto ena onyame frɛ no. Speaker of Parliament of Chairman Nanu Professor Michael Kwe, ononso oyemranim ni saa bi, ononso ya professor no ebi. Ononso kasetia sadie ba mo kasetia no nso enhyehyɛ bi ama in fact President Kufuor akasetia saade no former President Mahama akasetia yewura nanado o me yeman pani say wakasetia but omu nyina akasetia ase ye kasa saade no ba ne akasa sai sanse emra ne nhihye bia ni ho nti ya kasa ni asan begira faako nti ye oman ma no na fi ase de saa de srade etu dwa se mpanimfu amudi anim no enya nhihye bi ne yedi nkomo no kra na ye wo bibi e guide e kire ye kwan enna saa nuanum yi obroni beka say they only responded to a national cry e your man for no enna soon say ye behia because we am say ye nimra bi etia we ade no LGB no de ebi kura ye de ye hu bi pen na transgender ni queer no eya de foforo wo wiase nyina enti na nipa so mum ye nya nhihye ye bi na we mu de ne omu ye ya ne se omu fa omanfo sun no na omu sponsor bill mi susu nipa no a obubo omudin no mududu na omu nyina mpo minnim won ebi wa civil society groups we adwuma wo Christian counselor saafo no bebre wo be hia omu civil society groups meetings ase ya mi host TV program ewo GTV ebi mo hokra ma host wonder ebi wa me ne omu hia ebi kire made se shake ebeka ho a na ye MPhil ewo Legon University of Ghana ebi wo hokra ye mienu na ye classmate or mo kire ya de but se kaminian empesa metene se omo beka se epun se omo ye mra na ya na ye clause by clause nti ebi omo se clause we ebi a eja omo dodo ano ohye eni constitution fa ha nhia ti yenye na se ukoka se yen mongu retraction no ni twi pa mo na mo ye twi adwuma no ye na chese what side yakogina baby ani ejina na omanfo sunu ase yensa nko ho asam ne ba ye kasa samra ne nhihye bia eni ho ade no so enye nkwara asem enesesi a wo hwe Poland demonstration a ekoso wo hwe niema ekoso a amama so enti se obi kasa yenye nhihye na sabi wo ye paniti fie na wo se yemongu ana yentwin science ene na ya wo bo din no dia ekwan bi so na wo momu na wo undermine sanctity of marriage in this country. Those who are calling for retraction actually are undermining sanctity of marriage and family values. Ni eso omo ye boy ni say yenye nhihye na emumunchi we ni de emu oya asotwi we so obi ankasasa na okasa yemongu a onu mumu na wa amoe na ya.
Now 2 questions and eba quickly. First one and say why values and so my yaji atum si de be adwuma.
Hwe nia ya omo ka tia na ese tie mfa nka sa na ye because parliament asem ko parliamenta na omo gazette asi ade ato abedwam bontin se obi a ohun nyansa no beka wadwen enti nka se ne ye no keno na ye pa ne anya ne se on se ye mungu no so obi a tumi de wadwen ba me bibia me wo Christian council bibi bai ema ye de memo kwa ma ya frame parliament ama ko defend da dissenting view ho we values ni misumi values ni yedi hu nkomo a ye bedu baabi a se edu ba Ghana ha no constitution a ye kura no ye wo bibia ye frɛ no public decency e wo constitution no mu say ye wo bibia or public morality ye wo values wo Ghana ha ye wo niema sabi obetuma ye wo bedwam ye wo niema bia untumi nye wo bedwam nkanye sanke nya criminal code nkanye ntumi nkase why say na etiamra wahu enti kase say no se yesi ye bibi na wonim se values are more pushing values are more kan wasem no enka niema eye human behavior organa ha na mo betumi a kire yen se niema eye public decency no we nka ho na we nka ho a ye betie but yen de sabi obi nkoye professor enkoye law no na ya dokono ahye nko ade mehu se dokono we ahye enti obeka kire me se ede na ye human values na ye hwan values na ye ka ho asema ye Ghanaian values at least eniema bi wo ha esesa enema bi wa wo asante na ofi asante kɔ Bono a ebesesa kakra ukɔ Volta region ebesesa kakra ukɔ Sremu ebesesa kakra ba enema bi wa kan ye bom say Ghana for na at least ye beto mpanifo no eno de sɛ wo saf wo asie ha sɛ wo north no sɛm ye hia se ye gye aware na mama mienu abegyina ho sɛ ye ware ne de wodi kɔ Sremu a media minim baabi a ebi wo wode ba asie ha Mfantinzema Volta region wode kɔ Krobo ɛna nka ɛno mpokura ɛno so nyɛ na no nsi hɔ na ya ne asan ba bɛka ho a wodwene ho a wonte ase sɛ mimiti we ye wo me bema na me da sori anopɛ me sɛ mimi hu me sɛ me ho sɛ me wo ba
ansa na do ho
nya me maami owo me nya papa owo me nya nipa me no omote nya sɛ me ba na emu tena ha yi mimi sɛ me yo ba nti mo ma me kwan na me nya oba na ni etuatua me hu nyina achi no bathroom e wo mo ha sabio ye kwasiesie ho no na bibia ba me tirim sɛ baabi e ma siesie ho no ɛhɔ na mɛkɔ nti mo mpreso ma me sɛ mo ampreso anche sɛ mo yɛ violent mo ni nipa ho abotre na yɛ sɛ yɛ tu mirika ɛma mirika na obi si me yɛ bɛma nso me hu sɛ me yɛ ɔba enti mo ma me ne ɛma nkotu mirika na mo nyintum na obi ka sɛ we yampene we so US mema mienu so omo ware omo obi nye cake o six cake yentimi nya mamo ye jeli no ema mienu so omo ya ifro obi nye flower ma wo mo osimi ntumi ye jeli no sesi a wo yosofa ne abeka kire se emema mienu kohira o ma ware so wo ya no ma bisa sa me hye me dem na me ye ma de efa me ho ben efa me ho esan se sa value na wo push se me nyintum no ye gitum Ghana ha me bekọ asọra me aka chem se me nkohia emema mienu aware so me nkohia ema mienu aware so me ba bekọ school ama se professor fo ya ye kan law yi na me tira anya yie na sa abre se obi ye sa de bi no me ba koto ne ekoto ne nsem a ana se wo presec wo ye be ma wo so yo ba nti e ma nkwa Aburi girls na me ba o Aburi girls na wo de udua ni o mu nyina kodware a na me ye ne dey wahu enti nana ya ye wo public decency wo krom ha ye wo national values ye wo ne ma bi ye kan ye bom edidi ensunsuni wo mu kakra na emom sa aware ya ye bodin aware fon aware kankan die eno die sensunsuni wo entem kakra kra sa aware ne die efiri efom ekosi esoro obia nipi na ma obi nkyere ye sa akwa na enye kwa papa kwa mbone.
I see. Charles and so maybe some papa nyina eba wa nkasa oba wo soso ho oti se Professor Kakarini akoto ampa no ne nuanu omo de sa omo krata na ko parliament no na eto say
dedi kan ma menchia papa na edana se ne sompa ne eduma pa wa ye de abo man Ghana to da kure mutimi ye hye omdo ma no betuma na mrantie no na mo ja hye no kofom adwuma bi ani ho afato ho so a adwuma pa chen Kristo adwuma ti se wa fato ho se obeye nyame dwuma abo ama afoforo ate onyame nka na ya begine di na ya free akwambone so no onyame nhira papa kapani dware wi a sansu asan but eje besere ne aka bi na na oti bubu na obi adi obi na ekobi nkwan father obi se eso obi a professor say your first time obi a professor obi asini obi see a lawyer your first time obi a lawyer obi ase e bai Paul num time na isabi lawyers na lawyers all na me pesa group yi 18 group yi o nyina so obi a above 60 years old
not necessarily but at least 40 work or the obi abo
yeah some baby lawyers me bomb pie say die be chi game ni bi akọ a court a we di boni a we ye oba ohunu so ye oba ye jelina na call female cancer prisons so ye oba ti jelina human rights just so ye oba on so court we oba dada no e be man no ma bo no de na court female prisons wo na yes so same bi okrom ha o yes ye can't no correct ni pass yes so
oh why
You're Ghana for 95%, almost even 99% of Ghanaians. Since some who the answer so. I am some who completely. You have been a metro server cry. Some who. Saying say obi ti ho say mia madwem no me gidi say me ye dem aso me say me oba
let's well is ba ko wo Connecticut na ono osora no pose we dua my bit your osora no pa obi na be gina ne kwan no ay sin gina ho adene was we dua ena ho zo timi mu dua keke ena o chro krata ko na yi ho no kokoje tumi se edua bi si ne fie na opeso obudua no ena omoma no tumi se ena man officers oni omonko no ongo budua no tom du fie no mo sparking machine omo de bebu omo budua mo si dua no o shirse dua nesi o hu se sparking machine di be twa na afede na dua no ko na chi so o be kan no kre
nana
ewurade yesu
o hu se so obonsam etiki obi hostage no muma enipa no se oni nyansa san kra obi ejimi for that it so obonsam
but Charles, are you saying say because majority eka say mom penity na say mom position me meka ho bi ne na ye papa na
nana asami ye kan simple Ghana for no ye nyina ye Ghana for almost 99%.
So almost so ye no so mo ye Ghana for
a choice oh
and all choice na mom so ndi
o choice but say ko for me person ye right and to be right wo se wo kwakosha wo dan mu akwakoye wo bibia wa angasa person koye abra obi ani ehu dia se mpani fo se ani ehu a enye tan ba wo di ba pete mu a ebe mambra ani wadi aye simple as abc all the na no see mi krom kranza ye nso se hunu so ye nso so se hunu so mi krom kranza ade nya nche kwa na omo send signal ma the 18 league can't members
is there from
G18 for say omontia say Ghana for you ready say you better son sim hu so o man mu simple thing na etiasi the shime kura na no me kan afiri so say obi be ma ko ore be ma no akọ children's home say me call a doctor akola wo hunyansa say nipa hu won faso me kwa a doctor akola na ba betena mi wa wo ore be ma oba kwa wore oba ni wo hunyansa say me ko fa akola na ba betena wan na enwo na ko fa na bra no ne metena why na enwo no ko fa na metena ti mra no kwa me say you Sam George ne wo maka no ene nti Reverend cousin fojo adene so msa di bika ho adoption kra na ye makwan masa ankofo no ko adopt akola kra na see yifrim because the more na mo adopting crofo ma no no matena no more na mo training gay for ne lesbians e wo kro we mu because it does not make sense minim kwa ba so beti ma kire wo ba a wa wo no wi asese kwadwo me wo ya be ma mom nenso so o ya oba I say we no mean tiasio nana mean eye bibia ne nchiase no minim hawa papa mo beti ma kire ase ama ya jetum and me think of obi say mo ka say Sodom ni Gomorrah kra na e wo ha na ye bone ni nti Nyankopon say mo data ho e wo ho ba na ye bone nti Nyankopon de na bufu ene e ba mo so at that time yan ye pen so na ye mere so I don't blame them because you see Omaya say Ghana natural resource abu ye man mu re na ye sorry e ko jibo sin fi ngofo man so everything ye betu boho a loan ye betu workers car a loan MPs beto car a loan beto car sama the government a loan ye be school down a loan ye be hospital a loan bibia e be ye bia o man mu bia ye boso yan bona ye kwakoje nti no wonder say sabio okwaje boso yan si hu no ana the ode boso won na chere obeje o anamboa tama ye nananom ye wakurasi ona na kwaje obi boso yan o se mpemanim ti aburo no ebi obaje boto be miensa ene fa it is kan kura be 200 Ghana no waje sike be 1000 Ghana cause aburo no oton a on ka se fa skabra mi o wo se udo wa aburo no na bu a me de meje bag miensa ene fa ba wa kwaje 200 Ghana city enti successive governments in ano omo di omo yin hamo with all these natural resources like you win no obi a oni ba ko pempo etimi eboa yen say ye ho be hin han yen na ye eti we suso ye ti sika suso come de yen na ama obi efiri ni krom na no me tie ye nua Sam George ami hira no on to no kwanam abra na oni CNN for interview no Larry question bi obi say no so ɔka hate asɛm no so ɔno obi a ɔno sɛ bi preach hate but sɛ yɛka deɛ America nipa bɛ 21 na yɛku mu na ano ada abra ɔmo nyɛ hwee blacks a ɔmo nyɛ hwee wɔsɛ nya America asɛm deɛ yɛka na yɛka Ghana asɛm ada na yɛka Ghana asɛm deɛ yɛn yɛse yɛ mpene ɛmma saa deɛ ne nyɛ adwuma mo pɛ sɛ mo fɔ so yɛn sɛ yɛn nyi ntum sɛ ɛbaa ne mɛɛma nkɔnkɔda wɔ ɔman mu yɛka no sɛ dan yie but na me highly disappointed in nkɔfoɔ bi a matete wɔn din wɔ din a mobɔ yi mu because wonyi a yɛwɔ mpanimfoɔ a wɔhwɛ wɔn a wode bɔ bra so daakye mpɛsɛ yɛ te sɛ yɛwura
Opuni Frimpong
mepɛsɛ daakye meyɛ other people ne memɔ mu din bi because mpanimfoɔ sɛ deɛ ɛho bi pɛnsi akyi saa din wobɔ na sɛ bi koraa bɛtɔ ɔba so ahwɛ de asɛm bɛba because of suban bi ne posting bi ɔma teki sɛ yam ye enyi ntum ma saa bɔne eti sei tabi nana ye maame nom amakwa wo so amawo nkola nipa ba sase so omo kan mo asema nya sam ketewo se ba tan be nyinsen bosome nkono na obekwa wo so na wakwa wo ba anya adwuma ketewo edafo na ya wo wa wi atete wa mo wanyi tama ye tete wa na ya bofra nyina wo ye oba wo ye bema afedi wadu mfani mfie so a wa obetima ya adwuma de adidi no saa time mu na wo hu se me ye bema ba me nye oba sabi o enye ka sabi ni nanan sem hunu sei de frade bible say Jimmy sem bata bofra koma ho na we Jimmy sem completely because me the wetimi the susu say wo peni ama whether na me kan say ye kuro yi ye wa abosomfo ye wa kristofo and ye wa musliminfo saa som miensan we say ye som no kra ye o hakora na som no nyina tia saa nsem hunu we esom no e ba komako o hakora na esom no tia saa nsem hunu we the nkofo mo gitum no just them enipa kakra bi omuso no ma no din a mbe so mo de o ma no din no hunu nkofo ka kyem say o mo gitum ase ne beba ya gitum obi angu ya tikroma obi anye gay ma anye ntum obi angu ya enti ya gitum a obi ani ho obewu because dada no ye to ma ne mema dada enti gay ntimi ma me meba oba na gay ntimi me meba ma enti omuso ya gitum a se me beba no minima se me beba because those people no omo ye gay ni lesbians no omo ye te wono ye no omo na tikro ewu dada na ke so obi ani ho akoba bi akochesi obi ni dem say we lesbian be chi wo anamwa but so we wa adwin say obe man nkofo ahu say we dey ba bontia me ahu say we gay na we lesbian na be preach za sansem hunu no dia emra ne ubedi na kuro bia wo ne mra America for ntia se be ware mienu miensa na emra America we simple come here show say you Europe ni ane shake ti hay trosem babie ni ho aware miensa onyankopon no obenya ohaw bia babie ni ho so aware miensa so onyankopon say nti won go heaven ana wonya ode be but onyamen ka aware miensa ho asem so ochiri e bible mu Quran so onyamen ka ho aware miensa na mienu ho asem so ochiri e bible mu but na mu de emra e wiase mra abachichiri to the extent say na wo ware ba ko a untimi ware mienu to that no sense so e call 400,000 a man ko na ma abro so 400,000 omokoyin cause emra mami bi kan o say mbago mami o preach about Paul say Paul my dey mbago ato mema so na aja yes be ma bako oba bako na aboyen so le nam 400,000 a man ko 400,000 na onyankopon nana oye nyaminti de oye bia na bible say eye papa so be ma hu oba kra na say oba no wani gine ho a e woni niema e wo wo ni padua mu a e kenya na ho ma hu say wo ye be ma ohu oba enti sankofo na mo say omo na wo ye be ma ohu ni yonko be ma bibi kenya won eye bonsam niema enye bibi bia eye bonsam niema bonsam na bom pa enti we ntina sima devil emfa ne niema hunu emma Ghana ha embe na ye kan nyina na Arab countries a twitwa ho ahia baabi ani wa sanse hunu on betimi akọ enru okra na no me Afghanistan Taliban for take over no yɛse abɔgise kora no yɛban no yɛntimi wonyitimi abɔgise America phone team ko kan hwe ho yɛse abɔgise oyi wa abɔgise a ɛyɛ haram ibekum enti ne obia ntimi nkoyi na abɔgise o Afghanistan abɔgise keke o mi ama abɔgise afu a me kɔ were gu ama mframa fa me ho no yɛse ma wonyi na wobɛtimi ko ka ge ho asɛm Afghanistan minim hawa ombetimi America phone team ko ayi ge ho asɛm Afghanistan enti moma yesu yesum a yetro yesum eni se muslimin nananam aka ameyate ase se Quran se wa ufi se aware no wetima aware miensa ne nan kra na trust ma ho kwan den ama wo ye me kra de menya nka yen mra na nka yesesa no ka gofo League of 18 foi sabe omde e boni na omo pese omsoso yi tabi anka omo ka se o sa mra ye de to se be ma nware o baba kokko to koya ware a unti ware mienu no nka yenyim firi ompo na ja yenua ma no ma omo kapono chi no emi omo na musu ntimi eden emram no so munya nije so omo abrabo mu but nyese momu panimfu a sabio bi modi odi mfie aduane onya akola bi mu no na betuwe me ye bone a enka se me ya me nim de me ye mfie aduane ko na dodo na so ne aduasia ekọ na hwe woni bria anya so nketo owo sika udi owo sika wo be bre papa because sika bi o ha ofri owo num na ba udi o be bre papa but notwithstanding no how ni amane a ye wom oman we mu no enye gay ene fata yen
Mamema me papa Sheikh susu akwa banafi ye nto aso Sheikh akwa ba na ho ye de
that's it
ulma ho ye
ulma ho ye pa
yo okwa se ne nana no manajo
yo
e chana pa
ba yiti ndem so mo kwa na no kwa
da o mo kwa do mo nko o mo kwa do mo nyoma jiso so mo ma ho de
o mo yamai
na mo ma
mo kwa
o mo yamai de atwa mo
o mo ntimi ma na
esen signal mo dada ho de no go area
na da bi o se mo ko na se chief imam ho a Sheikh Arime ya na oti hui on na mo de mama ne e be fa no so no aka chi ulma
my translator
obe ai radio Sheikh mama sha sem free ho ha
yo
na no na me ni wudi nkomo e fa sa enimdifo 18 ya o mo de krata e ko yi sa nkofo yin sebe nipa o mo tifi o mo nya adwuma o mo ya hyehyerefo university lecturers dorms sa nkofo wi kire ye ma de omo school omo kire nkwala de omo so na e ka se so ye mra de tia LGBTQIAUZA prime den na enye
in quite time
as a scholar o sa o ti sa se mo ya o fa ne say
mame ka me na yansre kakra anura na me call man to say me ko me man briefing na so old man there on TV on share TV na on tier radio so nti yan na yeti bibia
no badamani
nti me ko na me ka house akra me ka e won language a me di ya onya mo ntiase na me ka no twi there me ka no twi prako na me so old man ade ni hu na ne bonia eye no ekwa kotro babia yamfa sa wuti ho e wo ba bema wuti ho na wa ba o se pape metia me hu no menya bema me yo ba inti me koma doctor adane me ne makoye oba olmasi I'm illustrating demonstrating in near see me no owo ne chamber in a chamber ana me tena for more tin ne mpaso ana me ne kan say enti ebonu hu no o say enti abofo mo krom no ana mo ye am say old man ani yakosoro no enti ne boni no sane akodru na makan say wie no sampeni for we men kan suma ebom hu yie na ehye makoma tete ebe say o me penifo bi a me ne wo mo e wo tweka one more lecturers.
Oh my, not Reverend Opuniso Kawasem.
Yes.
MPhil. We had a lecturer.
Seriously. Enti
mate. Yes.
Omo nya ne pakitwa. But says senior omo bom ho kan bom wa mba no. They wanted to send a message. And na money eye hu no. Because Reverend has said Bible must have fefe bi o ha omo kan o say any salt no esiesie ade.
But it twam a
Nemum said
salt no so say ya.
Eketia so. Beatitudes. Matthew 5.
So these are the cream of our society. Omo academic attainment, omo adusua hunu akwochire pa say omo ikuku dem nipa omo kasa omo ne kwachire. Nti sesa ne pa say no omo kabo mu na say omo fa sa de wo say omo tachire. Look, it sends a strong signal. Nani omo kakra na how say omo nti ase no ya me adwem say etosini omo kan nipa no ne kanko advancement and development no they see it from a very narrow angle. I just say the human being is like a bag of flesh and bones. He has no spirit. All his development is about his physical nature. That is a very weird understanding of what advancement means. What makes us truly human goes beyond just an academic attainment. I think that they didn't understand this. And secondly, so we say constitution and 2020. And 2020. They are not even humble to look at near aya or how no, because they have no proper understanding of the dangers. Just how do the dangers of this thing no goes beyond human rights and discrimination. Goes beyond it. It is an attack and a threat to the very survival of the family, which is a sacred property of God. The human society in microcosm. Nipa dom ye kono emo ketwa ya emu ene ye bot nipa bia atum sene e beti tinwa obenyi ya be sene yankopon peno ene ne family so ye chichira be mane oba ene ye chichira obobom ya omutumi ewo nimpa sene yankopon hihye no etie LGBT attack the very foundation of this unit. Now, so far I say, and then so I was saying, if you want to attack and destroy society, begin from the family. We say nimpadom cool who are and how shasiafi ebusuya the family. Now, we say we are, and it was say society in a way. That is what these people have not understood. And even all those who are talking about it, I think we need to enforce this kind of understanding. Not even the family values, but the very survival of the family. Because you need the family first before you think about the values. That is what the people are not. I mean, secondly, this deviation, you see, this humanistic philosophy, where you take away God from the equation, anything about the human being. The philosophy that says that the human being is the maker of his own destiny and he can depend upon himself for anything that happens to him. It's an emanation from this, including the atheism and so on and so forth, which has been an old philosophy. And most of so and a year de bakakran and most of so and the bakakran and there will be some say Ghana a secular state. And the catch and say there's a fundamental mistake there. Being a secular state is not synonymous with godlessness.
Okay.
It's not synonymous with godlessness. But secularization, and no, and it's a waffle process be a woo yin yankopon fi nipa brobomu. That's secularism. But secularism is only saying, say, yeah, ma or some bakumbi nunkuano yet fapima, edibu nimpa mine. And no. But it doesn't mean so Ghana is a secular state. But Ghana has a deep sense of God. Deep sense of God. Take our national anthem. God bless our homeland, God. Our national anthem begins with God. So a nation like ours, even from the time that this was formulated, tells you, and it's one of the pride of our country, our national pledge. Don't we end it with "So help me God"?
Mm-hmm.
Our oath of office. How do we end it?
So help me God.
So help me God. How does our constitution begin? In the name of the Almighty God.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to our courts. Even if, let's say you don't even believe, that one will allow you. But it's either the cross or the Quran or anyone who is the traditional, listen, at least the traditional people also have a deep sense of God. And they say Ghana is a nation, our identity, the matrix of our identity comes from different, our tradition, our beliefs. And no. And the Sanko ye add Eddie Huagra or more attack it. So they will take away our our identity. Somebody is asking them, what's identity? Oh, and no, Eddie Huagra no. Thirdly, no. Sadly, ni who I and say na tino. Monfan chame. Identity wouldn't pa young wouldn't fear num. Oba wakwara. Or won't find him, or won't find a new man another anal orifice. Why is it that? I think come on boy, you know, one fan 2 year, your change has said, one fan ye teasing, or the see it is to tell you about the perfection of God. Into Uba Koramonwa, or see, nipper the no, ya born ya, yes, you know, said ne Bobiano, a champion bia, and them sans no. Ojinama yakopon nimnyam na emom no so okọ bonimu na ojan ponkwan so ayko be jano obo bonasia below even the state of an animal. That is it. Until do baby a sina me kan no say obosam jana ntim no kwanda wo mo nti ye boy no wo say nimpa bia wo mo akoma na so wo mo nti asamase. Because there's a link between the heart and the intelligence. Omu akoma, omu nti asamase. Omu aso, omu nti. Omu weni, omu hwade. These are the things that among for omu sua chere. The way they are seeing these things, very weird in the understanding, no. And no, and the answer ya nhwen ye na yankwala no and all kind say if a lecturer who should teach you about the very things that makes a truly human is in support of LGBTQA++, L lesbian, G gay, B bisexual, T transgender, Q queer, A allied. Bakuru was pansexual.
I'm pansexual.
Pansexual. Major Samana. Fancy Major Saman. And then, I remember what TV so one of the professors near the plus account. What makes it even dangerous is we do not know even the limit of this.
Plus, a friend group factor. They are making provision for whatever will come in the future.
Whatever will come in. You know, this is a very terrible thing here. I was say, "Sa nipa 8 no a mo dia de no call parliament no, ye bo mo abaso pa. Those 8 people, they have shown to us, say, who are parliamentary, you are there for a purpose. Those 8 people must be welcomed, must be applauded. No man try and say, "Sa who parliamentary, and you wo pocket unkwan okoye." No, you go there to seek the well-being and the true development of the people.
I was for the platform and I was so good so I would say Sheikh Aremia Shaibu or no Sheikh the only say onye abofra ewe adwuman mu afei the only kakasa Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frimpong and a Charles Owusu esoso ebaye mpanifo nam ne omo ha ye twetwe enkomo me call Reverend Dr. Opuni Frimpong so na afei yatoa so. Now Chief Mining says, please Nana, try and engage the medical doctors. A lot of people are leaking at their illness. That is why they wear pampers around. Why should the state spend money on you when you decide to use your for as a sex organ? This thing is serious and absolutely madness and inhumane. Choosing your anus over your head is absolutely madness and nothing more, nothing less. Farouk Intema says, there's not a single tradition or religion that supports this LGBTQI plus practice. We want our legislators to take into account the rights of the God Almighty to fill this earth with his creation. The rights of men start with the rights of God. Okay, and also the Farouk, the Efri Tema, the Ebaye, me ul my back, Dr. Mwakon, Aben Waha, Mahuni Diano. I'll say, my dear Cardinal, I think the acceptance or otherwise of the bill, I presume you know, the bill I am referring to, that is the LGBT something, should not be left to the individual MPs to vote on. All MPs should be tasked to go and deliberate with their constituents and constituency executives, come back to Parliament, and on the voting day, read the opinions of their constituents. Reading the opinions of their constituents should be telecast live. Dr. Mwakon, anyway, if we are being waha, and also so, ebaye. Now, Reverend Doctor, you come up with different point. DNT, bill no, ya DN beba, DN beba. Maybe so actually say, what Ghana has say, chances by yes you, ye ka Christo, Christian, in Abomwa. Ye dawson chain Muslims and traditionalists. Ye can't nina so bomo Muslims also dawson chain and none be something no nipano nkakran ya chichim sa. They say ya anya bill am fan take say nipa kakra we omuso so evan say omuso gidie no omo utoso no a de intigana ebegu de na be
na ye say ade a ye obi fie yie no say obi fie. Se wohwe saa de yabobo so shake enemy new chas ebobo so LGBTQ+ no na wohwe ni a eye wo aman bi so sesiye ya ye kasa ya eye ade a say oman dwaman pai mamu sesi a Anglican asori wo wiase de nyina na ya asori ba ko sa ade a wo ye kan LGBT pai Anglican asafo no emu me Presbyterian asori wo wiase nyina ya ye ba ko fi sesi a sa ade a wo bisa me say ya anya de na beba no a pai Presby asori mu e wo US any aman bebre so I say wo Presby fo a omo agi saade ne tum anyone a enyin tum Methodist sorry nanu yo mu shia landing abeya de so Baptist sorry enti saade we wogege so a ese kan senia ese abusua na asori kura ese ena reduce nipa human dignity the human senia nyame boy senia wudi kan ka bia ye minua no mo kan bi hwese wawo abofra na ono se ono hu no hu se oyaboa na mo ko shopping mall oso ye kraman na mo de ahoma asana sen na owia wo fam na wo maami a wonyin sen abofra no bo so me nkro ewo no enti wo nipa na wo aboa na wo ba na wa no or we are from say go ye kraman na onu hu no sa enti wonso hunisa affect the sense of human nipa mu a ye wo kan obi dua eho asem nipa mu a ye di no ese no na se sia ene wo hwe Poland wo hwe European Union niema koso in fire na eya ye say US obi apene so se US state bi Canadian say obi ni 18 years akwala omo ma ye nkyere saa de no wo school transfer of niema ya yenko yi bi mfi hai states bi wo US doctors say saa de na mo pese ye mfa nye nkwala no emwa enti wohwe ne ekoso baby enanu ya Ghana AIDS Commission me ati asese Ghana ha won HIV AIDS eye wo mo doso no eye gefo no wo mo dro wo mo eye aban sika na enso ye no na ye de boa wo effecti ye
200 million ye de to dro no ma wo so mo nom no kwa
$200 million
ewo implication enye we are no mabisa me na me wo me baby me se me de me to be ya de fa ho ben ye help delivery system say education because say me ma ye oba na me de na ko boy oba school na obi so ye beman so no so ye oba gise ye de no eba ho me ye sofo me bon kwala su me ma adidie me hira ware so se a wo ho na be ka kire se osofo ko hira mema mienu so me ya na me nye aman a omoji saa de no tum no wanya nke se wabu oman mra yetumi chew na ne amenka ne se Ghana ha democracy na ye no na ya ye friend representative democracy wom say ye mpanifo na wo parliament no omo party ne sponsor wo ba wunya kodu ho a ujira ho ma wo constituency ni nyina obi oto aba ma oni obi a wanto aba ma oni nyina me MP or me constituency no when the two abaman yenya wie dia wo ho ma ye nyina and ye penifo no represent our interests including religious interests ebinuma start take enya religion na ye asori force school dia ene Ghana constitution ma kwa me yesi school nkramofo si tia ahumadi ene Ghana constitution per religion education near hospitals na semba matters of governance human dignity public decency now I start take any religion as but religious interests are equally part of our national interest
but almost a mention among religious stance and beliefs and debates are bill way
you are talking about public decency to mean public decency public morality so me tell you shake di kan say send ye see Ghana say ye secular adenia send ye ntia say ne say yemfa osomba ko enhye Ghana for nyina but we are a believing country. Ghana is a believing country enti infa ye mpani for no kra na asodie wo MPs ne ho ne say gidie mapa eye Ghana for gidie mapa no eye wo masodie so mo bo gidie mapa ho eban enti sanity say ye beboa Ghana for ma osoma hodo a eboa won no ya bo ban say ne etene say we say ye menua yi praise MPs ne ade no say asodie wo homa ye MPs no wom say MPP ne NDC na do mo but say adwuma we na omo ye no omo bo na ne dache ye ho ban we are protecting the next generation today and the next generation nibrisem na neso muhu eni say sa as LGBTQ na ye kano na ya enye nkwala sem enye nkwala ball sem well country bi ho say a president no amu no oyebi nti sa country ni se so ne president ne besran a oba na yire o se ni kuro ne ba ne ye be ma mienu ena omo besran say journalists media houses akese we are seeing na emu bi yes ade ni bia solgate ayeken jena woman me senior na Charles eken bi business
akwai o interviews am George so e bia
business akese enti say civil society groups e wa Ghana ha omo depend on donor agencies me fa wudwumadi so wa you NGO we civil society group we see free America nebo we see free European Union nebo obi anhwe yi esan say mo amoji Jesus ka omodi we air condition amamo no sa woji sasika no na wusi wo bedi no kra wa kuye wa praye civil society groups are ewo Ghana ha see a election, see a ma adie, see a mobile for adie nkurase for adie. Say obi the LGBTQ be a condition. Civil society groups ni nyina mfiase empreso say sika ne yenye me hu bi pen me dru baabi a nkomobo bi obi polish sa ade no because say honor problem no e wo ye government ni ye MPC so ba ye fi hono mpanifo no hu ye mobo no mu di no krema yen a nia aka eni say omo ekosresre sika nchen ba no they say omo hu ehu pa because obetumi no nanam say naka o yusu no eye donor adibi in fact civil society groups organ ha bebre donor agencies ne office abrosan ko si form ka o mu yusu ni staff akachi nyina donor agency a e was a US or Europe na this caneba say o mu nyina bebre hope say bebre hope because we so say funding no sika na be cut e mabio but momma yemmo ne no ochina e ma ho ban since e be disika fun aduane fon ye befe na me mfa nwie se ubisa se ti anya de na beba ya anya ya nye sa de ya ochina ema omu ni dachi but enye legislation no nko a me ni shake gina fa ko asema me kan ho ye hia mra ba magana ni bia nsusu se ewie mra no kura na ye wie esesania ende mo ya de Ghana jana titrumu amu katwi a LGBT brofu mu kama yenya ye titwi no ye tibi no nyame nhyiram
amen
ba se ye to education no dawro no ese ye bone saa fi se won a ye ni wo manya no enye nkwala eye nibrisem omu kresika omu di tumi omu wo influence enti ye ka legislation no ese ye ka education ba ta bi ankasa nkyira ne ba sofu bia imam bia ankasa nkyira ne ba say ye was systematic approach to educate nyamra no nko a enna yanga ye wo nipa beye no counseling ye te say ebirum to so ebi mema no bi to so wo ma gisika nso mo to so wo kan obedwama ani wu nso ba bia adui no ese ayire ye ho na ebi pese wo mu jai enti omo na say ye kire odo kire wo mo omu adi saa de na chia kodu baabi omu abrabo aye basa no a omu hia mo we must give them support such group who want to come out nyeni oya na dwen say tu ya nka Yesu anka obekire odo Yesu do ne boyefo ba wo kiri bone nti mo amo kire Bible ase no mon kansania Yesu a Yesu edo de boyefo nanso o kiri bone o time bone in fact send ye tene se so obi ye na dwen se me hu me bone me pese me jaya asofo mo ano mo nyine ntum na counseling center se bebre wo ho astate obi a sorry bia twetwere memo na wie no counseling center se ye bia no yenye because nye legislation no mra no ko a ene be ye nti Ghana ni bia na dwen se ye hyehyɛ mra no wie a ne ye wie a eni ebewie wasema wo bisa me ye hyemra no wie ye gitumo ye anya ntumo ni ye nwie education and then counseling social support na hotefo a ye nimpa ye bonso emfa mpaye enka ho na ya se ya anyire ye ho na ya ntu adefo we ase na ya gege ho ya krachefo ade a ye ni beba ye ho so no ma memfa sem enwie 20 years ago na misua de wo US university ho no na saa de na wo ho ebi wa a whole week cafeteria aduane a ye kodi no wo ha wo so koto aduane a omse obi atuaka wo koto aduane omse obi atuaka wo ha no what say ayisa gave we bi na ebetuaka ne bi asofo se wo ma twagum tie se wo asofo a omo akọ seminary no bi enti muhia asore na mo ka wo kutia na unu asofo no waje atum edada. So they have a very strategic approach. Na minu no ma sofo sa na nkramofo ba mama men kasa ma asore no. Enye even radio su kasa no ne asem no enye memmo no a ye de akọ parliament no. Ye an empo no ye first step. Na mom obia asore constitution ya wo mo asore mu no. Pentecost fo nhihye mra den say wo ye sofo. Na wo ye sa de ni bia ekwan no ni we are presby suffer we be asori bi anhwe ne constitution na mon tighten because baby a yenuen me wo Europe ni US ye from so ade ne koso no akrachesem ena obi aye din Ghana hemfo nhwe na nadoma hene obi anhwe doma hene no nsia no asofo ene enkramofo obi anfa ne hunyim na ye kosa akun ya ohia enkuminipa edi adwumaden ya bo apampamu ane esehye ohodin obi so omma ye aduane womma ye yasrasrade na chaseka yasrasrasra edi yaja na nado anawro mo se enye Ghana beyond 8 countries are develop bien wo di 8 ena developing Malaysia Singapore ayekano no developed country has developed out of 8. So obi so ma ya hwekura Ghana ni bi anye ho ye ni banchi ye ni body ye ni gari ye nyire ye ho ye nhye batakari na ye betumi akekere ye man enti nana even legislation no kura de ye wie a na ye to anamo edika na ye nwie education no eni asem no eno na bisa me say ya anya education enti na ye den nasa counseling ena Christopher a wo mu so mpa ye sese ye din kotodwegu fom na ye yire ye ho a senya Ghana di Africa nim a pre-independence no sa na Ghana ebetumi edi enim a pre sa fahudie ama nipa bebre we will lose some but we'll gain some ebi amaha ebi so beba ha amama bi wo ho a se Ghana timi dim kunim wo sa asem ya omo pe ba bi aba senya na no nyame masam George Akukodro na oye krache ne se fom no nipa bebre se o mate Ghana din omo beba ha enti nana ye wie legislation no kura na ye wie education counseling social support prayer umien kani nyina amfra na ohene bi amfa ne hunyim sofu bi amfa ne hunyim imam bi amfa ne hunyim obi o wodi professor for no bi drum ho agimo a epamcho professor for amusumo Ghana ha mo wano mo nsumo nkasa lawyer for akasa lawyer for afofra amusumo nimra no mo nkasa Christopher a munimu mra mo bia mungu nyame animu ase bible se ye feri nyame ewo nipa animu a onu nyame onu so be feri yen obi anfa ne hunyim ye bedi nkunim ewrade bedi nkunim amaye
Eric Kwakubuadi ewo Facebook live mepam chaye live on Facebook Peace 104.3 and Eric Kwakubuadi diaba and was say at this moment we need to come together as a nation and fight against LGBTQI or whatever they call themselves. It is against our tradition and against our culture. Even animals do not do this. Greetings to Alfred Esiedu, incoming regional MPP. Okay, Njiana can the moment fan Njiana Njunjun Wansa because there's serious matter on the table. Odo ewo tema. O say na obema ne obema bida oba ena na no so wo mieri nyina aye achiwade kum na wonku won na womoja engu won etifi Leviticus 20 verse 13 we are not even saying that and the enkana sakra that is not how extreme we are. No, we aren't that extreme, but we are saying that yen tolerate is ade no Ghana has say. Now true talk, Dr. Sheikh and Charles, God bless you. Dachi MPTUA, it says most Ghanaian churches respect the rich than the ordinary members. So most people are looking for every means to become rich overnight. John Steve, Nanaya, honestly, I can't think far about what the Western world is up to. We Africans were worshipping our lesser gods before the Western world brought Christianity to us to worship the supreme God and do away with traditional way of worshipping. The Quran speaks against it, and the Bible, which was presented to us, speak against homosexuality. So why are they forcing us to believe same? Daniel Kwakundi Patete, Daniel says, from Mautu Breku, in fact, even animals don't practice homosexuality. How come human beings, which were created in the image and likeness of God, are doing this? What kind of human being are we? Okay. Daniel Ochre Ejari says, absolutely nonsense. It cannot be entertained in this country. Those people who support are merely sotium and Oduwe free by. Ankama Foster says, my country is a secular one made up of Christians, Muslims, and traditional believers. None of these sects accept gayism and lesbianism. We cannot accept this culture on the grounds of human rights. Despite our challenge as a nation, we stand paramount and proud against it. And Kama Foster, also Nadia or Diaba, and Mamin Kaimbe, Namenko Charles Ho. Rainbow Ewa Kaswa, and was say Ghana will never accept homosexuality today, neither tomorrow. Parliament should be quick in passing the law against it. Trumu Yempe. Okay, all right. David Alibu says, I only hope some politicians will not hypothetically cash on this fight. Nanakuya Mwabuaten is watching. Thanks for watching. And then your message is that no way for gayism and lesbianism. There is no simple logic in having affairs with your fellow male or female. It just doesn't make sense. President Anado is the best in Africa. And then the final one, Amisco Spelele in Kaswa says, Cardinal, undoubtedly, the anti-LGBT, whatever, something prime crash bill has come to stay. I am very optimistic that the bill will be passed into law to the glory of God. And I hope playing anyhow. That Young says, hey, Nanayao, where are we moving to? We are a journey of nowhere. Watching you live that day from Barcelona in Spain. Young baby, can be all see so we make up baby. Where the young baby? Chase, quickly, but maybe as them grow as shakes on a sofa so. Lawyer Kutampa has said, adultery, fornication, nay, Sanya Manaka Hono. And no money at the as a Ghana for you will be worried about her. Yeah. Because those things are dangerous than LGBTQ.
And I'm the kind. And I'm say, Sabi, or my Ashawo crying into Ashawo prostitution. The police station or hey. But sometimes people see me TV, so I call line and my app. I'm going through the natural means, no. Call line up at Shomatum because the fee said, almost the say you might be no best say society, no. Or say adoratory, but a drama.
I want to say,
and I want to say, and it
was a
chain. I don't know what to be like parliament. I mean, who I want to prevent it. So, what is your parliament? Because I mean, me fee say, call for almost hour, I didn't go for mobile drama. Say a bravo. A cum nipa. And the Munya Marasa will be over your man beyond Yankutanity. Na aka ho. Ese nam do we and say kwan but man ye the money ye. Don't some sponsor bill and from parliament. And who baby be the besusu gay a. Adwamama ho asam na wo de besusu gay. Nana, so who baby be besusu gay a. Adwamama ho asam. Ni a what say. Eh, Abraka. It's slow. Almost said that soft kind, no. Any shake. Almost young for the coffee. Yet there will be some papier across the memory. Maybe can't go be empty. Because I go ground or about them. By head of coffee. One eye ye boom say, oh, me him before.
Now, maybe about could be scrum when in your muscle in a subtle way. And as I see an for Korea.
Yeah.
And Omokoye, His Grace, Philip Name, President of the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference. Omokoye an interview. Papa granting an interview in area Kase, you say, hey, or say, ya je bill no tumwa. And Kremofo bedos watching as if Muslims support LGBT.
As if say,
as a Muslims,
very strategic are they?
I mean, what is that?
Say,
overcome
Christopher Ninkremofo Kabomua.
Asamaba.
Enti Yemfa Samon Koshe. One. Nay, me and yen try Hong Kong Topa. Nanso, Eradia Enti Sadian.
Me say, Ensi, Bonnie Benny Petiman and Yansa Ketwa. Say, Senyasa. Overcan say, ya bill none to moi. Muslims but don't swatching Christians no. So from the word go, you are trying to say Muslims there, omo peneso. Say yanya homosexuality.
No me to me no so.
I no want to me no so.
Nana wudi.
Shake na tie. The ni no ayesa campaign da me wie election dia.
I'm on far back door be kan tell me.
Bobo ye person ka Christopher ni nkramo.
The strategy is say ye be use obi a ye use nkofo mudu. Atonsum. We got say Antonio ka tojam. Say Tonso ka commitment yi. Ahye. Omo so mo di buy na no ba bi ahye. Omo hu say e ho no emfa no. Say ye ndi on say about religion. Omo nim die ni akire no. Oye Muslim a ne tamfo ye Christoni. Oye Christoni a ne tamfo ye Muslim. That's how me catch madam for Muslim. Say me catch the first time me go Nigeria na e drew baby na abre packet car na koda mux buy go do na baba keterim na ya da ho ya wa no mba so me frenya me mba ko from nya me o ese da oh we me tiwani ku so mo frenya me me san die on come baby and they have been telling people say some ba ko mehu wiase because me call boko for the first time ni me da Muslims da okwa yedi kan mo nsuo nom ma waduani di pe baabi ma odware de oni amasi baabi ya ansan ya bisa wo kwan so omo fa ho no be yofu bae and mocks nko na yes say cry yasoro yesoro da bia yatum mocks go to my enter anytime I'll pe bia enti omo ya ka so obi omo ya welcome kofo na omo pe basabasa ya som no nkofo bi na hye omo nti niam bi ase a omo yusum Islamic na omo de din sem hunu na eso nkramofo de patapa nkramofo enti sa
hey chance ma men ka sem micho na me wo Catholic Technical Institute usinyane me ya Catholic me na me school prefect my assistant no a Muslim it's a me time and you see mosque e wo ho and the Muslims are no mo ba e ho no but this is a Catholic school purely Catholic school
na onim enti so omunim say sisi omu ye no omu hyira na dia betum keke o omu hwe the reaction e be dey e ba
erade me ni shake ene yete ha and yemienu election duro eniema bebre on ya ye be koso aye enti say ye gave bi say Christopher ni nkramofo ni ahemfo akambom na omu kofa Archbishop Asamo a waka say na omu ya omu ani magu ase
me che say
ye be koso shake
ade na emfa o
yes o kina ye be to aso ye be tin sa
emfa
nana ya da se pass na ma me ni shake
ya say be bi
ye be say
ade na emfa o emfa the beauty of a year you hunu say o hwe ye papa chief imam the acha bosumi bia bon say asofo mpanifo e kono nchen no makwa kosra no I am sure say because of when yinti ne pie edin otherwise go be visit other men of God enti the thing say give way ade na mfa o mo yi no mo plan B no amfa mo ye de ben emfa na kroma unum na man send this caution ho and then me tie obi ba me person boni din or parliament a bill there eba you should any time I bit me ka say bill you be debate you ho na a pass right to information bill I work for about 20 something years and nyame ya adom na hey we nyem right information bill atam ya kan ya kan di pan kwa ho asem ya kan busua ho asem na check asem bi ade say abusua no se dua utwitwa na ehin wi a dua na esi woni si wokwa ehin na wo fa no na edua na den ahoden enti se mabunu ene mrantie no mrantie ne meba wo na bra bo sei wi a oman ni hobiem enye right information be ho asem ne kan yan ka ordinary be bia ho asem we your oman ade a ehia yem papa na ye many Pentecost for ya adwen nana ye di ani di akire hwe pa omo make comment on na ye hwe parliament for ye say no ne ha na mko ye entretin will be a but wo de opa kaseti ade ne hwe so be parliament bi ma wo de opa kaseti a say ga na ne yo kaseti a na ye hwe so be parliament obi ma say na ye do wo because see emra na ebebo gave for ho ban emra no mpo because emra wo ho a nka de esi won kransa himfie nka ensi ye chi ne ye de be ma aban na aban de mra na ewo ho no aye adwuma wo nipa no se che kromfo a ye de ne ko police station no saa na ka chi obi o ye gay nke ne be ko police nti emra no mpo no enipa e kasa emra no mo be bo mo ho ban yen nyo mo basa because azumi say ye chi ne mfana nko ahemfia compete be kuna ma na ye because emra bia ni ho a boss ani bakra den ho ban but we de emra ba say nyame boa wo na wa nyame amoa wo na wa wo pese oboa wo nyame de omoa say ko fa otokodi agro but wa wo boa wo na do tokodi agro emra we ne da ho nti ukodi sa agro no ye wonim de ewo ho and sa mra no be boa mo ama ba bia de obakọ twere no me sure say yesre na ye gina be di ntoa ye ka sen eto yesi prison for France yon and especially made for gay lesbians and other people say ba ya de omo kokora nkom kofra ye nuanu ma wo normal prisons no because ye don ko hwe ho so a om san the practice be san den alcohol did the more no mo ko trewo ho the way say is ye mra na kra wi is special prison meant for those woody for no because say emra ni ho anana e de how be bra oma jetum say oh say what jetum say opese o ye gay obi antimi yo bone bia say choice anambo but emra na say te say am robbery yes uko robo bia ye chiwa ye mfanku be 10 years anambo and na what jetum say me choice ye mekwa robo bi o robo obi a mra no be den e be di simple thing when you asem bia ehu bia nti menim de nti a sabi yo enipa bi ni ma omoka I was atoda see the osu nani wa nana obi anim de sim kofo den wo amanfo bi ni mo ha ma ware na nso so sa adwuma ye no anomo ye obo ha obunu pa the guy said robbery bi si Kumasi there was an robber bi omo che na owo filling station ewo emrum area ho kai pa na obi a bi won nsem me kai am robbery bi a esi ya ncha na me kopie so ewo tachiman two bottom abrante no obi ana tachiman fo nim so owo boutique very nice gentleman obi anim so oye bibi basabasa sa
onfa susu no ena keso mkum no me koto so ebi ewo tachiman two bottom ti obi kan asema nana benifo se abisa se ukoda nkofo mi no kontokwa se na no ye de ben nyenne ye nkofo bi omo act no omo hyem bi ebi aye over 20 years na no meti abrante bi na okasa a young man also why for 20 years enti anya mama say na obi 60 plus abi a oye ne be 20 years ni enti wo ha ba bia wo bomu no ambomu yi ahwa na ho be kire no because the moment e be kire no say asumasi na wa ahwa bi a professor na lawyer bi pani bi na aja odene to akodi agro na ye twi na boss na ko animguase obenya no nti say on twem enu ho odi kan abom say we wait manya na ho den age obi a suspect I'm not talking about almost 18 in America. I'm talking in general. So obi a betimi ba so obi a so na sofo kan yi ya wa sofo a ani se bi because obi cry is that Muslimini wajia to mu say oh yeah obi ho
yeah na say ya kan Afghanistan konform akodwen Al-Qaeda yi say Ghana ni akola bi a o Muslim Quran kire say obi nkokum obi but wajia to mu say ono no oye can say Al-Qaeda ni a
oye terminator
ya trading now ono be di bone den e kum nipa enti enipa ne bi a ebi wo ho amu so sane mu because nana chi adwen na oti ase a nipa adwen mu no entimi nye yie se ba bia yawo sabio shake aduri na yawo papa aduri na da ko da sorry fees osumie na nya na say wo da sorry ya na wanim kodi wachi na mbomu ti hu se wo yoba na onye be ma biem I mean madness I mean bodam sem na obi bodam a sabi o ya ba bi edene kwakoto ya mfa ne mfra nipa ani ntira mra no kire se o ye gay o ye lesbian a choice and you right who decide say o person ye nko ande a emra no so ebe ma baby papa ye di gay for ne lesbian for den ekokoto
okay
because ye kasi ye ji o man fra in society a nana enye yi but my insane that caution em dey say so for kan ho asem me giri say sabe ensem hunu o mamu fa mosom aya mo call round mo call mox nkoka enko campaign mamu nko asondem nko campaign because esomna for na ho ye baby for bia mosom no me ade a me chiri kwa sa mamu nyen se esom na nya esom a ade be biem na organ ha check kan wasem okay okọ yen constitution no oba ye national anthem national pledge sa esom na oka ho asem no onyame na e wo ho ote obi even in court apart from that niema me say court no be na court so the Bible or Quran ana say wodi gidie no so ayeka ho asem so etia oba ne oba enna etia be man na eti esum be mbiem na nkofo bi ka se ma ye mfa ye som ka ho asem afen san nkofo bi san kan emotions ho asem nana sabi meti we emrai abba mage for mimi ku fi mi fie me baba ana me baba ma waso awade mo ha obi abokokoko obaya bema obeka kire me se wo hu mi baba ma oh yes badi obeti maba wo na kwa obeko no oh nana se bad sawaba emre bia mo hu ban na wo ba mi fie badi e waba na wo benya kwanya kodea
baby abefa akoro
eni asem enti mi gidi se ye nuanam kro mo ye gay fo no nyame nsa kire o madwen mayen sa na ye bo mpa di kan because Bible say obonifo wu enya ono awrade ni Israel efe ti won sakra o madwen mom but ebinim ho a wo ye mo de ben this am robbery wo ye den a eno an obeye omom so ben ni de we ni kwaso mo ha mo na wo de ntia wo su ade no so beye se koye na mra wo ho keke mra ne ye de to wo keke o na de kwa na wuchi ne ye munguma na nyame ye wadom na se patiri twa bonten a na mra no so mu a na ne mra ye den ejini pepepe but school for no ene ye nuanu a o kan bibia me de pa all these civil society bebre na kanina bebre omkwaje omne ma free baby na ede ba enti akwai ne ho owo sika ogina wanya ho adwuma owo beka wo sa sika ma kwagire mo mfa nko back yan ye man mu amana me ka wo nan se aban bia kro be frustrate here was ade we ho ye betu afri akogya so aban kura frustrate here e was ade we ho ye betu afri akogya so because we will let the government know say yan ye de otina akogya so anya fi akonyo wo yan ye to aba ade aban na de e baaye ade a oman masa ye mpe no yentimi ntiranse masa ade na de anya adwuma wo ye man mu da e bokuro ese oman ese abusuya na ye chiwade
me papa Bishop Matthew Adai Mensah Osi Cardinal, I have been a pastor for 40 years. I can tell you the health implication is huge. I have handled several hundreds of people. We must all stand against this evil canker in our society. Why is it that only the poor ones are the wives among this community? Why? This thing must not be tolerated. Okay, Mamin, can we answer? Listening to you, the professors, doctors, and so-called CSOs are illogical. The whole issue is glorification of a whole. Is humanity about sexual libido? Tell Akoto Ampao and Co. to allow themselves, their fathers, mothers, their wives, spouse, wards, siblings, aunties, uncles, grannies, and grandfathers to give their glory holes to the back, and that they should give that back to the LGBTQ plus as an expression of their human right. Or Tuaswa the Bano Ababe can say, who should have heterosexual sex intimacy, get pregnant, give birth, and allow trumu people and pampers wearing bedridden old men and women come and adopt them. Tofia kwa shame on says who chia Obatampa Francis Erabna Esiem ono eno esosone dia wode aba eno no. Justice Abeku Newton of First says the first rainbow was God's covenant with mankind through his servant Noah that he will never again destroy the earth with flood. However, this otherwise divine symbol has now been completely taken over by members of this LGBTQKFZHDETVPO plus community. Justice Abeku Newton of Fair. Yawaduma Kumbe from Paul says, Yaw, Must we even make time and space to discuss this animalistic and idiotic thought? Yes, we must. Are those who are relentlessly promoting and supporting this ugly and ungodly act still hold on the belief that they are also the image of God? That is up to them to decide. Yeah. If it will take anything from us to fight these opponents of sanity, we shall surely do so. But you see, now be more can say any say discuss. I disagree completely. Ye mia no say yen ka ho hwe yen. O ti wana why umyo wan. Omo call house to house, bed to bed, room to room. Omo ye campaign. E to one preaches our gospel na man Anthony Patrimu. Ona na ma say no odin samfon. E say wo ka kire omo hu. Kwaku from Bawi says, I'm a pedophile. Do I have rights? Ask the G18 as a pedophile. Which law in Ghana protects me? I also want to be protected. Enu kwabena also to freak Bawi and or the about shake. Mama also almost ye boy Jaman. Ye fire any kunu no machi. Abe jina be kasa tia LGBT. We are shameful. Ye just say any wo kra ya brabo. What do you say to that?
I will draw analogy now. I say obi a pew. Na obi so or we drugs. No we say but say one stop appear. How do you I mean such the very fallacious. So Nipponi raise argument here say ope kwanya obey ya say sa yebeka we adwaman no eye ne bone no ewo hodie. Now so let's look at the practice itself, you know. It's heterosexual. Yeah, nimpano. It is not as destructive as this one here, because the way I hear say so what happens to the family? Society way is more. We are talking about the extermination of family, a social unit. Where you're different with a sinful thing which all religions abhor, and some have even made very stringent laws. I mean, yes. So, sir, analogy I say, I don't think it has a place at all. I was say, ye bomodiana, ye educate ye public ne pa. I was sad way home. You see, legislation alone will not be able to help us. Minimum the education, and then education at the family level. Say what ebusium no one papa and then mammy I would tell no moncomo diemo one colani hiana a quaya what it to omo a sorry a more cono mocomuti assembly musambefia a saying and a son some papa mu ma a colana benica crown crown no one who you upon the botai I want a brabom. Sadly were any honor. And the much it to be training purpose a quinoa, Emma, Siciano, Utiwana, Oba, Obenya, Siciano, no say, ya chene bibi. Look at the dangerous thing, by say this, what do we call it? We call it comprehensive sex education. And then they are saying, say, the objectives is say, you're by tolerant, and then not to pass judgment. And then they are using the same language. So even those of us who are talking against LGBT, that we are intolerant. We are intolerant. When we are only explaining how dangerous a certain phenomenon is, how destructive it is. Yeah, say my mono. But they are rather saying, say, because we are talking in that way, no, then we are intolerant. And I think intolerance is a new definition be. And this are cry. No, gay LGBTQ a higher pass among Kahua, ye nim baby as a corner. And apparently them because say one more can say freedom. I will say money pan freedom. Or no, not in home. I have my body and I do my body what I like. That's what they are saying. So freedom no. Estrechia say the society has no place. So the individual is now an encasement over himself. Say, be any who are on society, woman track and be any ho. Now yes, so African for say I am because we are and we are because I am. Into no sad no. Why ye dey to me in judge no cry say we gay and say won ko na we gay. It is true. So wo dem no obi anhu a, but just to make it a public practice and to seek public approval of such a dangerous act, you know, and no is something that we should fight it with all the vehemence at our disposal. And in internet, you know, I will continue to really applaud all those 8 people who sent this bill no to Parliament. The 18, I call them eminent scholars who have risen at the levels of their academic attainment. Say they are so respectable. Me friend say, omunya akwantu obi fi pete mu na omonka omonko omakuma mu eno mo kremu. They must take a journey from the physical levels into their souls and their hearts.
Well, that is if they believe so.
That is it. But it's something. Say there are people who think. If you ask them now, what is it that makes it truly human?
It's the canal. That's all.
The canal. I mean the canal, hedonistic. But even at their levels, you know, let's ask them this philosophical question. Even when you say you want to pursue pleasure, is it all pleasure that is what's enjoying? According here, and then he say what to me. Say, who dear connector and say ni susan so there and they found home crowd. Just learn it up in life. Not they will tell you so because they've all studied philosophy, I believe, in one way or the other. And they have also studied some other I mean they have had it. I think there's something that is pushing them into this. That's why I'm calling them that. Never to allow themselves to be cowed and to be pushed into this. They need to do a journey from the external down into their hearts and their souls, and they will see clearly. It will come out clearly in their mind how evil Sadiwe Eti. It is a deviation from God's order. Complete deviation from God's order. And who here Yankopon ahye bibia na no be na mini penny bi on so oyana no see there on the so for say on the onje ni say Yankopon ho. Now so oyana now traditional yeah also on say hey nana oh yeah we are now unji so they were saying so okay say what the I don't believe. And I'm sure saying Yankopon see in certain order. And when you go to the university and you study religions, you know, in philosophy of religion, there's something we call argument for and against the existence of God. And one of them is what we call the teleological argument. Argument from order. Argument from order. That if you watch the design of creation, you must believe that there must be a certain intelligent mind. Until Mr. Papa say, until Nana, until Saturday, Idul Fitr Day, ne call lunch beer. Mammy no, I should shade Diana no, I will say, no. And then Mr. say, until Nana, send your table, ya share. Ya arranging on tablecloth near dear nya a woman say. They be honest, ya share the plate in ya, they goose in. Until Nana, Obi catcher say, these things brought themselves by chance. Say one I can one a base, Nana Obejedi. Also, no, Obej say Obina here. Nana. So God is there. Yeah, Oshisha Nyama say. Nana, into Yeti we say, now what is a Obia Pro? Nana, I will wall Yechi. Nana, Obepeso, Obehu, Neno, answer what you say. Would you want to see the voice? Before we believe in said, there's a certain source, somebody who called. And you know, all those people say, removing God in our equation, no, it will never work. And it's a museo. Chief Imam can be betrayed and say, yeah, we did some press conference. Now, I'll see Ghana for Yanya Sheye. We did 102 years on what GD said, Nintemani wood here and check. Now, how the pass is here and Ghana bang and our geniture. Na brabo ne tinini a okoya na asese ya no wa pagya yenya obia say no saa tinini no e na obi say owu na oja Ghana ben with this thing ya say wo catch no na ni no masesa wahu enti saati ne no epese ye no amafo di agro na o se yen kan se yakopon adom Ghana pa with all our challenges wa magana asomdwe wo ho itumi ko enanti ko bia na yen hwe ne ye se yen koye ni abeche se ye boni aye ama yakopon se odom yen ni aye tue kan se ye fasa aboni se asoa na yentumi hu ni so na se ebekwa ba enti I still call on those people I respect so much. Say these are eminent scholars who have risen on their highest academic attainment. For you to become a professor, it's not a small thing. And the home we put our children to be trained to become the next generation's president, MPs, sophos, bishops, and pastors, and imams, and so on and so forth. These are the people who are now supporting this thing. It is not a matter that is limited to human right issue. It is not an issue of constitutionality. It's about the very survival of the human community.
Sheikh Medasi, me papa bako, Reverend Father Emmanuel Kujo, Reverend Father Emmanuel Kujo, or say men can't say odamwasi. Na mwase mamachi chirimu entiasiu na odamwasi panji onoso bompaya obobi amamo. Na nyankopon enkam ho messages na wa hane de doso but ye bre no ko enti nyame ya adom a ye be sa pebre na ya san aba beto ankomo because there are many other things that we have to look at. Me ye kan san se mi nyina ne ma miru ne ba ma adwene. One, the existence of God in the human thinking and then a human life. And two, first no na ye wo mission schools ni ade na nsoro no ikuta in schools no na sa niema we no enkoso ontina na parents obekwa ko sala akoda headmaster fie 1 month to get admission for ba say onko presec onko Pope Jones anase bibisa ope ene ya Jesus schools ni nyina free sorry ne missions nsem ene ye pese ye de comprehensive sexual education ni ade e ba be kire enkwada ya anya smart ye dai kakra bi anka kronfo wiae. So, your mind in that one, and you who is say, be a baby, I see a fee any near ye. That is another leg of the argument I think that we have to make time and discuss. Reverend Pacho, me person bompire, am I now bompire on my Ghana? Now shake is also a bompire mine. No problem, no problem.
Kind besides, say, you won't obi say our redo say obi ye bibi na on country say yan shemram fan support on and finding to more. Any problem. Okay. But so what dear na wo ye ne de. Wo se Ghana for nyintum. Ne emfan kan ya brabo ho. Se ho na sama ye ka no. Ejina na me pesa me kan asem bi na Ghana ni bia emfan to ne trim. Ne ma me yenu. Ne edi kan. Enkrofo ye no mo ka asem si so sori na ohwe ne ho be ma na so hu ne ho so yo oba. Oyo oba ya nyintum. Oye aponche. Ohun hu so ya kwala. Okay. Obi te Ghana ha oso ohun hu se oya Americani nti ya ma ne kwan no nko ya Americani kwa America embassy hoko he onye bisa se me so me sorry ye no me de me hu me hu se me oba na mum me hu se me ya Americani broni ena ma be pie Ghana nti ne America for monyeme na me ntra America eno de so look at the logic eno de se me ma dwene nye me kase me hu se me ye European me ye British nti ma me kwa na me nko ho a mo se ma bodam ba wo se obi ka be ma kasa ono de oyo ba na se me se onye oba no ye be ma de a me na me kra se me hu se me na me ye national chief imam enu de nana yese wa dwene nye be ma bodam yese wa bodam na hu se o Ghana president fine nemo so chena hu se ye dua de a ene nkrofo ade se ampa wo ye dua so ya we di 40 years now so ye baby yese ya nyuntum so this is very illogical. I mean na bio nana ye wie wa de ni amesra ne say men so sabio ye nyina enimade e kwan e fa so ye professor ye articles ni atwetwe na peer review and now books now we call it peer review within and outside but sometimes ye nyina wo twere bibi na even other perspectives be ba we change our mind na ye be stress I am penny for no daakye asɛm ne history nti sɛ ɔmo tie nsɛm a nkurɔfoɔ kan kura they can even review wɔn positions no na ade a mesrɛ awurade mehu sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma wo sɛ yɛmmɔ mpaeɛ a yɛ national anthem no ɛyɛ mpaeɛ na me mpaeɛ a mɛbɔ ayɛ national anthem na baabi sɛ and help us to resist
oppressors rule
na saa deɛ no saa mframa na ɛbɔ Ghana ha se ɛhia yɛ ndeɛ yamamuo nkɔ yie yakwan so nkɔ yie ba wo hu sɛ sunsun bi wɔ Ghana mu a ɛyi ne ho adi sɛ obi deɛ ɛfa kwambɔne so a Ghana fo tumi sɔre sɛ baabi adeɛ ɛfa ne yɛmfa sɛ wo hu sɛ ɛno deɛ ama ne ho so mesrɛ yɛma mpanin nanado nanum a panin kasa ensa mfa wamfa na no mfa tinteso ntofo mo mfa asɛm okɔgyina so dem kaayɛ no ɔmenya menya nadom no ni akyire nkosi ase sɛ nyɛsɛ ni bresu no ɔmensie na daachi oni hɔ no ogya yɛ chikwa a onya Ghana en ma saade ensi MPP fo nyina mpre so sɛ obuo ni ɔdɔ ni gidie na Ghana fo enya wo mu ma omo kasa ne nya se kosoro na eba fom na se giran finfin ni ade ni omo ka no omo nka ne yie se won no man sha won sa Ghana force sa de yempe omo nkasa mema so me yente NDC fo nkasa senior Professor Mills kasa ye no ma omo nsesa omo asem omo nyina faako na nanoma hemfo moaye na yen resist oppressors rule ade a efi amama bi so ba no enye Ghana fo mpe na nanomum sɔre nkasa maye imam sɛ wo kroni nkurase ba bia obi amfa ne ho nyim asɔfo bia mpepa ne ho mpepa na no ebia obi amfa ne ho nyim ye ko ye mada achi kon ye ko trene kon ye ko subanpa ekon ye ko aware kronkron abusua kronkron abusua trodo ekon obi amfa ne ho nyim woni hwe a wugina so a gina national anthem no line na ka sɛ urade boa yen ni yɛn kuntia nhyesoɔ sɛ adeɛ ka ɛyɛ nhyesoɔ sɛ nyɛ hia na ehia yɛn ankansa sɛ me ne kan nyɛ den ɛsɛ mpanifo bebree soro sɛ yɛyɛ anhwɛ yɛ obi mɛkyɛ adeɛ obi mɛmoa yɛn yɛakyɛ adeɛ akyɛ moa yɛn enti pani bi amfa national anthem a yɛatoatoɔ no ɛntwerɛ ngu ne moma so ɛntwerɛ ngu ne nsa ho baatan bi amfa nkasa nkyerɛ ne mba sofu bi amo sampa ye no waso dem enuanum na edi animu no obi amo mpa ye ma wo nanso nia yesre ne se obi wo ho na wo ye saade ne bi na ebi a dawura ye bo no wanya tinka bi se unya wo begaya ben osofo bi they say imam fo bebre wo ho ben emwa wo ho there's hope for such people there's help. There's social support in sorry bebre aye counseling center emwa ho se wodi obi achi kura na akoye bia baabi a Ghana fo nyina ka kyasa de na wakofa ba fie no te so akɔkye aboa ede ne bre ye ofie amanfo no se yempe enti mu amopesa mo sesa no nana ya so obi fra wo na unya obi saa uba mamane a metimi a kyerɛ won baabi a omo benya mmoa nti ye nka no se ye anyai na so obi nso hia mmoa so pɛ so ɔtwe ne ho a yɛpɛsɛ yɛboa saafo no onyame do nipa nyina na mmom so ban fu we de onyame kyiri
baba nsa na abobɔ mpae no John Steve says nowadays I have developed a strong taste for LGBTQI proponents and please tell the G18 that my desire is to have them one by one so they should make themselves available.
G18 omon ka se omo ye bio. E hon so de omo ye ntom omon ka se omo ye bi. Na mom se omo ba omo by human rights.
And obi so ye bi nti won so person so mom.
But so far there omo enkasa.
Papa bompa my
enti pacho obi a wotie platform anwumre ye pese ye bompa ye ni ba bi ko sika ne ye ni bebre niema bi na ni ye mamu basubampa awarepa de onyame de adom ye na sam akania mpanifo no esodi yanim bra ye gye fa ahode de ye enwoma eto national anthem say God bless our homeland Ghana Ewurade hyira yemen ye na nwumre Ewurade ye wa ha bompa Ewurade hyira yemen Ewurade ti wanim kire ye hyira yemen nanso ya ho kire ntimo obi nhye ye so ye hia sika ba se nunti en obi ebe hye ye so a Ewurade maya kokoduro ye bompa ye ma ye man pani asofo imamfo ye lawyer for teachers about time Ewurade me ye ninkunim wasem a ye ken so ne ye nya ware papa ware kronkron emfa nya ye ma ne ye da ache be hu ye mobone ni ba bi ko aho kire nti nanso Ewurade wo bemu a atamfo mfa ye so da biara da ade asa obi a oda o tie Ewurade famsa to no so obi tie hospital no yare Ewurade genoma ye obi nam lord kwasu tie wo radio so na won number bi e ho nya Ewurade bon ho ban ma ye ma de panche ye nanso dabi mra ye be hia se ne ye di adanse se mo mehwe ne Ewurade aye na ebi mo mehwe nsua ye ye da wase ote asefo Yesu Kristo dimu amen
Sheikh bompa mai ne enko
yo amin shasi ya mfa na se mfa Nyankopon ya obo yen na otete yen nia ema de papa kan ye bia no oyema yen ono na ma yetumi esori anopa ye da ono aboa yen ahode hia no ono na ode ma yen nanso ya no ye boni nti yetumi efi Nyankopon kwan so a enam so masa atete we abato yen ono ara Nyankopon na ye sre no se Oma ne tenene enhyren ewo yadwemu na bi mpenifo na saa adwen ya ba o mutiri amomota eyi saa bone ye kiri hia no ono ara oma ne tenene enhyren ewo mu a omo nante na omo kram kura no na omo nya akwankyere bi ya obotumi adane omo adwene ye babunu omo ene saa de etata mo pa ye bompa ye se Yakopon omo ho ban mayen omo na da cha omba ye mpenifo de amaye ye di kanfo nya no ombo de mpenifo amaye ye sre Yakopon se obobo omo ho ban na ye mampani se na sofo kan no so ye bompa ye ma no onya kokuduro bebia sa atwi afipa bia no moye eba bia enye ekwan pa bia no nyame emma na akokuduro no omma na honde e wona adwemu ntumi nyina entia saadia etise we ye MPs Nyankopon ye srew bomo ho ban na sen ma omo tenene omo a enya akokuduro di sa asem ko parliament no sen ma omo ahonde biem na omo aka omo nka ho bia so no omo mra na omo nta saa bili wechi senia Ghana ebaya omaya enante o Nyankopon wo tenene so bismillahir rahmanir rahim alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim maliki yawmiddin iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdinas siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin amin ma yen say no yasem penfonsi ya tata omo say lawyer kutampa obi mu etata no ne ade hia and the person want to discourage that say young kukum obi nimpa bia say what na agenti no I need the we all want to discourage say any physical assault or verbal assault on anybody no we discourage it
medase Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frempong, Executive Director, Alliance for Christian Advocacy Africa, and our Osan A lecturer, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Sheikh Arimiyao Shaibu, or a spokesperson, Emma National Chief Imam, His Eminence, Sheikh Dr. Osman Nuhu Sharbotu, Charles Ousu, Onosuso de, Mia Minuya Prekope, Amene, and Namkane Nanka, or Head of Monitoring, Emma Forestry Commission, Republic of Ghana. They say, dear. Oye graduate unemployed to MPA. Menene bieri nyina eneja ye boom ye stand on LGBTQ ba ko pepepe. Madam papa no ase say nwumre omo etimiti e wo a wantimi amfa text message amedu ba bia wo a wote ye nka nwumre o support ye whichever way wo dem pae tie echi ene ade nyina mu akokoduro nyina ye bom pae na mo soso ye kai mo ye da mu nyina ase e frame na ya okese obetimi aframe the cardinal me na me di platform dwade ho chia me Isaac Odro, Patricia Sefa Fisher, Emmanuel Etiemo, Samuel Apia, Prince Bafo Asamoah, Elizabeth Ejin omna hihye na me di ho chia me nyame eya adoma ukuada ode nkwane ahode che ya ebesin aba na ya beto asom no so me de Awurade asom dwe gya mu nyina hwe ho so yie na wa nkwa nkoto amane biem Awurade nka yi nyina ye ho makaramo